would be a
What
big...
episode are we on?
6, I think.
Let's make sure.
Yeah.
Let's make sure.
Over here representing like number 6, and it's actually number 5 or some shit.
Yeah, 6.
Okay.
And it has been...
How many months has it been, actually? Like 4?
It's been 111 days.
Oh.
Oh. Dude, it's been since January, the end of January. We're back! Hi!
Hi!
We're not dead. If you don't follow us on any other social media, we're not dead.
Yeah.
We're back.
We're recording already. Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely took a long vacation.
I wouldn't even call it a vacation. It wasn't a vacation.
No, it was not. It was not optional at all.
No.
That we had to take a break. It was not fun either, because I feel like we were pretty eager to get back into it.
We were. I think, like, first off, welcome back. This is episode 6 of Not a Weird Podcast. We like we were saying, we've taken a long break. Last episode was uploaded January 31st, and it wasn't even like an actual like discussion podcast. It was us goofing off, but it was like one thing after another.
Yeah.
One thing after another. Shit was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. First, your car.
Yeah, my car was in shop for like
You just got
3
it back.
months. Yeah,
You just got it back.
Yeah, I just got my car back a couple weeks ago, bro. Like a couple weeks ago, I got my car back. Long story short, I had to get a new engine
Again,
and I got it back finally.
So
we're back to it.
She wasn't able to even make it, like, because we do these at my PC.
Mm.
And so she wasn't even able to drive to come do it. Then I was like, I was going to get on my PC one day. I think I was going to help somebody with some streaming software. And then my PC just went kaput and wouldn't connect to internet. So then I couldn't even record anyways, even if I wanted to. So then it took a long time to even get the PC back up and running. But I got that back up and running before you got your car.
Right. I mean, perfect timing, though, for everything to have had happened, though, because your PC started work. Around that same time, my car was about finished and back to ready to be back on the road. So, I mean, things lined up perfectly for us to get to where we are right now, but it was a pain in the ass. That's the best way to put it. It's a pain in the ass.
All of this was a
Waiting.
pain. But good news, I have better internet now. I'm also at a new location. If you can't tell, we're at a new location, and
Where the fuck are we?
I know, where are we?
Take me home.
Click your heels. But this internet is going to be so much better, so we'll be able to do longer podcasts, number 1, and number 2, we'll also be able to do lives soon. So we'll do those. We'll come up with things to do then. I feel like we need to like hit a goal like sub mark on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I can do it now. We just wouldn't really have a lot of traffic.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we could do live. We could, you know how like you can broadcast on Twitch, and you can also, it will generate from Twitch to,
You're talking about multi-streaming?
yeah.
Okay.
Something like that, you know, like multi-streaming, because I feel like TikTok is so popular that everybody sees lives all the time. It's on, everybody's like scrolling and it'll pop up all the time. Like, the algorithm is fun.
Only downside is we'd have to pay a monthly subscription for Streamlabs to be able to multi-stream.
How much is that?
I think it's like $20 a month.
Oh, bro, we could, bro, we could do that.
And then I could use it for multi-streaming gaming.
Yeah, you could utilize it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Your Twitch, her Twitches.
Yeah, we would have
to.
We would have to. If we're gonna multi-stream, we're gonna multi-stream like big time. We're gonna make a Twitch. We already have a TikTok, so and I just have to apply for a stream key on that TikTok because I applied for one. I think we might have to have a Twitch first and get a base built on Twitch.
Yes, yeah.
Because you
start there.
Because you have to apply for the stream key. Because when I was doing it for my Twitch, and my TikTok, I had to show proof that I had another streaming platform already, and that I had a following.
Yeah.
So
think maybe starting from
Either
we're here now, and where YouTube is, and we can generate from Twitch, and then once we hit that mile marker, then
Yeah.
we could go from there.
Either that, or we have to hit 1,000 followers on TikTok. So,
Okay.
either way, hit us up on TikTok.
Yep.
We'll post clips there. You guys can see stuff.
Instagram as well.
Yeah, we have an Instagram as well.
I mean,
We haven't posted on there in a while because
Yeah.
we haven't been able to do anything. So
haven't been able to do any clips.
I think that we need to do like content on TikTok and Instagram that doesn't involve clips from the podcast.
Yeah.
I think that would be good because it would give you something to do in the thing, so you can do it. You can, if you make a Instagram reel talking about the podcast or asking questions or whatever, just send it to me and I'll put it on TikTok too.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
Because I'm the one that has the TikTok information.
TikTok. I'm not with TikTok.
And you don't have a TikTok in general, so
Yeah, it's gone.
I have 2. So that is going to be a new thing. We're kind of going over all of this for the first time right now because we haven't had time. We're both busy.
Oh yeah, we have. I mean, this is like the first time in a long time that we've actually like
Been able to sit down,
and sit down and do
Because
this.
we both have a lot going on.
Yeah.
I had some deaths in the family, and then
Yeah.
work. I was doing like the overnights for a while. Finally came off of that. Thank God. You're
Yeah.
off of that too. Let's see. I started back up streaming on Twitch. No more posting on YouTube on my regular personal YouTube because I just don't have the time. I don't have the time to go through and edit the podcast, my Twitch episodes or Twitch VODs, clips for TikTok, and then I've partnered with Sleepless Gamers, which is a Warzone league, and I'm editing for them too now. So doing all of my editing on top of doing editing for gameplay that may or may not take off. Like I just stick with Twitch for gameplay. But big things coming with Sleepless Gamers. And then I mean, you've been streaming too. You're a part of Sleepless.
Yeah, I just haven't been playing COD because every time I play, I get shadow banned.
She's got a bad mouth.
I got a bad mouth, and I need to watch what I say because the community's watching me now. And I'm pretty sure the FBI is at my door as we speak. I'm just kidding.
She's got
I
a
talk
bad
too
mouth.
Much, I talk too much crap on, like, I don't
Warrington.
do it, like, because I'm angry. I do it because I'm just being I'm trolling folks. I'm being funny.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be funny. But COD doesn't find it funny when I make fun of people's moms, so they ban you for, like, 2 weeks. They give you 7 days. They give you a 7-day ban first time. No, well, let me take it back. They give you a warning.
Yeah, they give you a warning first.
And then if you don't, you get a week. Okay. You get a week out of there. Boom, you do it again, 2 weeks. They just push it, keep pushing it.
Yeah.
So
then
I hit 2 weeks.
eventually they just ban your entire
Oh shit! I
account.
thought he was going outside. I was like, the blinds.
He's looking out the window.
Yeah, I need to watch my mouth. I'm trying my best. I just need to mute my mic if I think of something funny and I want to say it out loud.
You know what you know what you can do from now on?
What?
Just think to yourself, we have that podcast, and I don't want to get canceled.
Damn, yeah, you're at a point right there. Yeah.
Because if anyone, because you put your Fortnite out there, if anyone finds your COD, and they figure it out and they link it with this, canceled.
Add my Epic Games, Deadpool _lover 20. But yes, I need to watch my mouth. I will not lie. I'm pretty bad about it. Like, I'm pretty bad. I feel like it's me, Dead Star.
Oh God,
Dead Star is really bad about.
Shout out to Dead Star.
But shout out to her. But she does the exact same thing. Like, she trolls. But I don't think about it at the time I'm doing it because I'm like, I'm being funny. But then I'm like, I probably shouldn't have said that.
We don't think about it because people are mean. And they say some very dirty things to us specifically on the game. Mm-hmm. So when we retaliate and one of us gets shadow banned for it, we're like, what the hell, man? Like, what about what about Tom over there telling me that I need to get back in the kitchen and also calling me a whole bunch of other things that I'm not going to say on YouTube?
Yeah, and yeah. Well, I I don't know if this was before they brought it in, but if they didn't bring that in, either way, that's the stuff that shouldn't even be said to people. But
They've been monitoring this for a long time. They just finally enforced it a little further.
I mean, it's cool. I like it, but at the same time, it's like, dang, man, I can't joke. Even if you're joking around, like, you know in your heart of heart that you're joking, and the other person knows you're joking. God catches you saying some slimy words.
Yeah, you think nobody's listening.
They're always
but you don't
listening.
know who's streaming. They could have 10,000 viewers. You don't know.
You can't even get in an argument with somebody on proximity because you literally will get shadow banned for saying, like, even having an argument. Like, that's happened to me. That happened to my buddy.
It happened to AJ.
Literally, yeah. Like, you could be having an argument, and boom.
So AJ was shadow banned. He got back, and he realized he was back because he was able to hear Prox chat.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Hey, I'm so glad to hear your voice. I've been shadow banned for the past 2 weeks." And the guy was like, "Oh, you were shadow banned for what?" And he's like, "I don't know, man. I think I said like a line from a movie, and then I got shadow banned." Literally, the next match, shadow banned again. Because he mentioned being shadow banned, and I think that guy reported him, and he got shadow banned.
That is so ridiculous. Like, COD has to chill out a little bit now.
Like, they're taking it a little far. Yeah,
like, you're gonna lose. I feel like you're eventually gonna end up losing players because it's becoming too, like, helicopter parent mode over there. Like,
yeah,
you can't even say like a naughty word without getting a notification in your little tab, like, "Oh, watch what you say." I'm like, God,
you're being monitored.
bro. I could pee in the next room and it picks up my urine in the toilet, and I'm pretty sure I'd get in trouble because it's inappropriate noise.
Yeah, but you got people dropping racial slurs.
Oh, yeah. Those things should be taken care of, though. Personally.
Yeah, they should, and things like religious slurs. Like,
yeah,
come on.
Yeah.
I
mean, I can't look. If I want to say that somebody's mom smells like fish, and I get in trouble for that, like, what?
What?
I didn't even cuss. I just made a statement. In a funny statement. But
I mean,
okay.
It is funny, yeah.
But fish, you can't say somebody smells like fish. It is what it is, though. I just have to watch my mouth. I'm learning. I'm like a little kid. Sometimes. On Call of Duty makes me feel like I'm a teenager sometimes.
Yeah, Call of Duty takes me back to 10 years ago. You know, I was 15, and
every time that blind moves, I'm sorry, I keep thinking that Blaze is about to leave, and I'm like, nah, he ain't.
And more of the story, we've been busy, like,
I just
super busy, and yeah, well, I'll just cut it out.
Yeah.
I'll just edit it out.
Beep.
But I think that also during that time, I did a lot of, like, mental reflecting. I overloaded myself at one point where I was trying to do too much at one time. And I don't think that people talk about it enough. Like, I don't think that content creators or just people in general in regular life talk about it enough. Like, you gotta like, take a step back sometimes because you be doing too much. I'd be doing too much. I think I try to occupy my time to, like, not think about things. And then I'm, like, drowning in work. And I'm like, I can't get any of this done. And I don't know why. I have all of this shit going on. And then someone's like, you did this to yourself. And I'm like, you're right. You know, you are right. And then I have to take a little break. And then I have to come back to it. Because and I think that it would help if anyone and myself talked about it, because I'll find myself, like, I'll be like, it's nothing, and then you push it down, and then something else happens, and you're like, no, it's fine, it's whatever, and then those things build up, man. They build up, and then they all come out at one time, and that's not good. It's not good, and we wonder why streamers drop off, podcasts disappear, YouTube creators disappear, even your TikTokers, all that. Your coworkers get quiet. They don't come to functions as much.
Yeah. Check on the quiet ones.
Yeah.
Check on your quiet friends.
If you know that someone is usually, like, interactive and all of a sudden they're not there as much anymore, they're not saying as much anymore, they're not joking as much anymore. Might be like a, hey, are you okay? You want to talk about anything? You don't have to. I'll just be here. You know, sometimes that's all you need is just somebody to sit there.
And I feel like I was going to put something in there. I feel like even sometimes people can, nothing's wrong necessarily with them.
No.
They're just, not wanting to be this hyper activity person. Because, I mean, yeah, it takes a lot out of you to, I guess you could say entertain your friends or kind of keep the beat up, But, like, she'll do this, and I appreciate her for this because none of my friends have ever done that. She'll randomly send me text messages just like checking in on me and saying like sweet shit, and I'm just like, bro, what did I do to deserve such a good friend like you?
You do it to me too.
Yeah. And I mean, I like friendships like that where we can periodically check in on each other and we don't have to constantly be in each other's DMs like all the time. Like I like to have social space. And
I think everybody needs it.
So important. Yeah, no, it's super important, and that's how I feel like that's how a healthy relationship, whether it's a friendship, family, whatever, will last longer. And I feel like it could be healthier because space is so important, and I think people are scared of that word space because they think space is forever.
Yeah.
And it's not. And I think definitely having her as my left hand, since she's on my left side. My left hand man literally is, I would say, a blessing. I appreciate her.
It goes both ways.
Definitely a sweet friend.
I think that one thing is it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of, like, I feel like our generation specifically, male and female, we're raised in like a we don't talk about it kind of thing. Like, we don't, something happened, we don't, it just don't, it's in the past, don't talk about it. It's not gonna, it's, you look forward to the future. And that's not really the way to look at it. Like, sometimes speaking it into a void, even if you're just on the phone, not face to face, just talking about it, can, like, kind of relieve that stress.
Yeah.
That it's all pent up, and you're like, I can't do anything with this. And then you finally talk to somebody about it, even if you sometimes you're like, I don't want to talk about it, and then it kind of just slips out, and then you feel so much better.
Yeah, you're kind of like, you'll be sitting there and your friend asking you, are you good? And you're like, yeah, man, I'm good. But it's okay to talk about your feelings, and I wish that it was more. I feel like in some parts of society, it's accepting. It's an accepting thing to talk about your feelings, but at the same time,
sometimes it's not.
You're looked at as a weak person or looking for some kind of attention, and that's not always the case. Now, there are people that do that shit out there.
There's definitely people that are like, woe me, pity me, my life is horrible, and they kind of like, there's a difference between trauma dumping and talking about what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, if you're constantly having, like, I swear, bro, if you're constantly talking about how your life sucks and, like, nothing's going good in your life, in my mind, I'm like, well, what are you doing to make it better? There has to be some form of accountability in this role of your life. Like, you can make a difference in your own life, and I feel like some people don't. There's some things that are out of your control, though. I totally understand that. Like, get it completely. But, like, this, I don't feel like this is, like, traumatizing, but, like, not having a car for, like, 3 months is, like, that sucks ass, bro.
Yeah, because, like, you can't go do the things that you want to do without relying on someone else.
Correct. Bless my grandmother for letting me use her car. But
shout out to
Granny Spain, yeah. Just kidding.
Grandma Poole.
Grandma Poole, yeah. Grandma Poole for letting me borrow her car because she don't go anywhere but church. And she said, as long as I have it there on Saturday night so she can go to church in the morning, I'm good to have it. And I said, girl, bet. And that's how we did it. Bless. She has been nothing but a blessing in my life, and I love her to death. But it's definitely like, but at the same time, like, I didn't have to sit in my own pity about my car being in the shop. Like, at least my car's somewhere safe. I still had my friends, family. Like I was fine.
Yeah, you were,
it just had a little
still
bump.
able to get to work.
Exactly.
If you needed to go somewhere, your family understood, which was good.
Yeah.
And some people don't have that, and that's a thing that if you feel like you ain't got nobody, I mean, you reach out.
Oh, yeah.
Reach out to people.
Right. Exactly.
Because you never know. Like you never know.
Yeah.
You could have a coworker that understands.
The
You don't
resources
know.
are endless, for real. They really are.
I promise you that not everybody is like, no, you can't borrow $10 for gas. No, I can't spare some lunch. Like, no, I can't let you borrow my car to go to work or to go to a birthday party or whatever.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't have a ride and you needed somebody to come get you, bitch, you knew I would have drove.
But,
I would have
man.
woke up early to come pick your
Oh
ass up
yeah,
for work.
I know you would have, and I'm glad that I had you there for reasons as for those as well, because luckily I didn't have to run. I never ran into that issue,
Yeah.
but I knew that if push comes to shove, and I had literally used all my resources possible to get just to work, I knew I would be able to reach out to you and
Or
you would
go
be able-
home. Yeah, you knew I'd take you home.
Or go home, yeah. I mean, it's definitely good knowing. It makes me feel good knowing that I have a good group of people that had my back on
Yeah.
that, for real. Like, seriously, I didn't feel like I was stuck, you know. But,
Yeah, shout out to her, to my boyfriend, and to the community in the pod. Because if it wasn't for you guys, I don't know where the hell I'd be right now. I'd probably be worm food, as you said the other day. I'd probably be worm food. Let's be for real. Like, I mean, my life is not rainbows and butterflies. I'm not always the way that you guys see me online. And some of y'all have seen me stream at my low points.
mhm.
And sometimes
and they're still here, actually.
yeah,
They're
and
still here.
they're still there. Shout out to the Spooky crew. Got Toxic Pitfall in there. Hey Pearl and Goat King. They pulled me out of a recent rut where I felt like I hit like a plateau in my streaming. Like I wasn't doing what I wanted to with streaming. I didn't have like the people to play with like I usually did.
Mhm.
I don't have console anymore, and my PC struggles playing Warzone sometimes. So like all of my people were on console, and I swapped to PC, and there wasn't many games that were cross-platform that I felt like I could play with people.
Yeah.
And so it put me in this place where I was like, well, what the hell do I do? Because streaming and gaming is my thing. That is me. And I mean, like we were talking about space. Me and my boyfriend have our own time. Like he loves to play his game, and usually I play mine. But like at that point, I was like, what the hell am I gonna play? Like I get bored playing solo games.
Yeah.
So I mean, I felt like I didn't know like how I was gonna pull myself out. But this one over here checking on me, him checking on me. He's not here at the moment, but he's usually sitting right there. And then I can't tell you how many people from the community reached out to me in the span of like 3 days of me. I went a little MIA, but I needed some space. And I spent most of that time recovering, resting, watching shows that I knew would make me feel better, and then planning like what I was going to do when I came back to streaming. How was I going to improve my stream so I wouldn't feel like this again?
Right.
And then I got hit with the interview with Sleepless Gamers, so that gave me something else to do. Now I'm doing editing for them, doing some videos for them, and I also just play with them. They're good people.
Big community. It's growing.
I
It's
did
growing.
not realize how serious that interview was going to be, dude. He asked me if I had a LinkedIn so he could tag my interview in my LinkedIn so future people could see that I have like the potential to do gaming stuff. I was like,
Damn.
huh?
I mean, he meant.
oh yeah, he's a
Well,
businessman.
you know it's serious though.
Yeah, he's
you know that
serious.
you're not wasting your time for one, because I don't know anybody personally. I don't know a single person that plays video games professionally.
Yeah.
Best way to put it. That is where you're at, and I'm talking about like know them. Like I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
anybody that's like
Like,
doing
know
what you're
now.
doing. Yeah.
personally, in
correct.
person.
Only person I know that's ever been interviewed for a league, I guess, and like just, I mean, you're doing a lot of shit that I feel like it takes other people a longer time to get to where they're at. Everybody's journeys are different.
Yeah, I was blessed. I put out a Warzone video on Instagram. I got a message from my man AJ, and he's changed my streaming a lot, and I do have a lot of appreciation for him and the other co-owner of Sleepless Gamers.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, for real. Thank
Appreciate
y'all.
y'all.
I tell them all the time, like, if you didn't message me on Instagram, Warzone would have been deleted a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I would have
Warzone
just
can be
moved on to
annoying,
something
man.
else.
Warzone can be a toxic pitfall. No pun intended.
At toxic.
Yeah. It definitely can lead to
Stress, man.
well, yeah, I know that sounds crazy to some people. Like, it's just a game. Like, you're right, it is a game.
But it's a competitive
But it's,
game.
yeah, it's a competitive game. So when you are playing competitive sports, which technically gaming, it is technically
It is
considered
an
a sport.
Online electronic sport.
Correct. So it can be competitive because you want to win. Like, that's the point, is to win. But, you know, she got me into the Sleepless Gamers, but she's definitely more involved than I am.
I think you had a lot more going on outside.
Yeah, I
than
mean, I still
did.
do. I
Yeah.
help with the rescue. I help with handling like a good vast majority of the stuff that goes on in that rescue. So it's been keeping me busy. I feel like busy to the point of like not being super social with people. But luckily, learning how to balance my life and that have been actually easier than I thought it would be. So
Yeah.
Also, the drive here is freaking weird.
It's just a straight
weird.
shot.
It is, but it's a lot of this shit and this shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
Airbender.
fuck me, dude. It's like up, down, left, right, wavy, swirly, swirl.
Hey, at least I
twister,
didn't have you
twister.
come over during the winter when all the fucking deer are out.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And right now it's just majority like coyotes at night.
Mhm.
But yeah, deer. When me and Dylan first started dating, the deer, I thought I was gonna hit it. We were on the way home from the bar one night and almost hit a deer. We were on the way to the liquor store one night and almost hit 2 deer.
I saw one dead deer on the side of the road here, on the way here. And it was a 51-minute drive. I saw one, so that's good. One dead deer.
It was a 51-minute drive. Where were you coming from?
Prattville.
Oh, yeah. Because from work to here is like 50 minutes.
Yeah, I was coming from my uncle's shop for my oil change, and it said 51 minutes. And it said I'd get here at like 3:20 or 3:18, and 2 extra minutes added on there because
Red lights and shit.
all that, yeah. So it was definitely, the drive was super easy, and it was just an interesting path.
It is.
It was just an interesting drive.
But I'm so used to it now.
So, yeah. Do you know your way here? Or, like, by heart now? Oh, nice. Now you
I mean,
know.
it's literally a straight shot.
You can't miss it.
I know how to get to Wetumpka, or from my parents. I know how to get to Wetumpka from my parents, and then from there, it's just a straight shot.
When you said the Napa was right there, and I looked and I saw that fire department, I was like, yep, there it is. And I saw a little bit of the trailer sticking out, and I was like, oh, there it is. And I turned up. I went into that gravel.
Yeah, where they're
thing.
all parked.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I said,
"Fuck
watch
that."
this.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that. I'm
Mm-mm.
not waiting on them to finish waving people through, because I'm
No.
not going that way. I'm literally turning as soon as I get up to you.
Yeah, one of the construction dudes was telling me to go, and I was like, there's a car literally coming, so you want me to go with a car coming? So I waited, and he kept doing this, and I'm like, I did this. I was like, there's a car literally right there. If I turn, it will hit me.
It will hit me.
Do you want to stop the car first, then let me go? Or do you want me to risk my life to go because you signaled me to go? No, he probably didn't know.
It's because we've talked about the majority of what I wanted to talk about. Let's talk about our freaking big trip that we have planned in September.
For September, guys, because somebody's birthday is in September, she wants to go to a Falling in Reverse concert, and that's the plan. Me, her boyfriend, hopefully, he coming. I hope so. We're going to
gotta
get his ass.
Yeah, we gotta get the money for the tickets.
Which we will, with the help of the community.
This is true, because the community usually asks what I want for my birthday, or asks for like a wish list or whatever. So this year I was like, I'm gonna make it super simple. Donations are accepted, not expected, but appreciated, because we really want to go to this concert. Because I don't do big things for my birthday. Literally last year, all we did was had a cookout at Noah's that day. So I don't do big things for my birthday. This is my big thing. Turning 26. We're just gonna, and this is something that we all like. We all like this music. Falling in Reverse with Tech Nine. Alex Terrible is gonna be there.
Yo, for real?
He's gonna be there.
Gotta go,
He's on tour.
These tickets are also floor tickets as well.
Yes,
$122
as of right now.
As of right now. That's per ticket.
Per ticket.
Regardless, and I'm gonna say this again. Regardless of if and when the tickets, if they are bought from the community, of course, or sent from the community, or however,
we're gonna buy them either way. We're
Yeah.
gonna buy them either way.
Yeah,
but if you guys want to help and donate, that would be great.
Yeah.
Because that takes, a little bit of financial stress off of us.
Gas, food.
Yeah, we still gotta pay for
Probably
gas and food.
Some merch if we
Yeah,
want to
I would
get merch.
love to get. I don't get merch every time we go to a concert, and this I would love to do that. So if you guys are really wanting to do that, it wouldn't just be for me. It would be for all three of us.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys have seen all three of us play video games. You watch us all stream. We've all been streaming together. So.
And
this isn't just me. This is going to be a group thing. This is something that, it is for me, but it's for me to do with the people that I really care about. So, and I would love, it would be really cool if we saw people from the community at this concert. So we're going September 1st. Yeah. September 1st, and it's going to be in Alpharetta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Falling in Reverse concert.
Yep.
If you guys are going, if you guys buy tickets, buy floor tickets, let me know, dude, because we will meet up with you, and you'll get to see both of us in real life.
Yep. You get to meet a little bit Terry
/ Klaus.
Yeah. And Gil.
Mm-hmm. So, I think it's going to be sick because, so I was discussing this with another streamer that also likes Alex Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm really hoping that he's going to be there on the tour. And he was like, dude, he's got to be there because he's on the song number 1, and Slaughter to Prevail is not touring right now. So he has nothing going on.
Well, my question is if
he's
how do we know that they're playing that song that includes
because
him?
Tech Nine is in it, and Tech Nine's going to be there.
Okay.
Bro, and they just dropped that song, and he's on tour right now, and I see TikToks all day.
He's there.
So get this.
Homie's there.
So I was watching a TikTok of the Falling in Reverse tour. The drummer and one of the guitarists got burnt from the pyrotechs that they had on the stage. But they just kept playing. They got 3rd-degree burns, and they just kept going.
Damn.
They stopped one of the concerts 3 times because the stage members were getting burnt from the pyrotechs.
That's crazy, and they still kept going.
And they still kept going.
They did not let their audience down.
They did not let their fans down. They kept going. That is impressive.
That's pure dedication. That right there, that's true loyalty right there. Burned 3rd-degree burns, my guy, and you still kept performing.
I mean, Ronnie's been doing this for years. He's I think he's in his 40s. I just looked this up the other day.
They look like they're not getting older.
Yeah, he's 40 years old. He turns 41 this year in December. So, He's been doing this for a long time. That band's been together for a long time now. Do I know, like, the whole specs of who the drummer and original guitarist and all that were? No. But I think it's pretty freaking awesome. And Dance Gavin Dance is going to be there, even though the lead singer left.
They're gonna be at the.
They were on there.
I didn't even see it, bro.
They were on there. Let's see.
Dance Gavin Dance is gonna be there. I've already seen them in concert, but still, I love that band. Are you for real?
But the
They're
lead
opening
singer's
up
gone.
for him. I know. I'm gonna miss him.
Yeah, Dance
Jillian.
Gavin Dance. I'm surprised you didn't see that.
Well, my question is how the I probably wasn't paying attention. Black Veil Brides too. Nice.
You didn't see that
I
either?
didn't really pay attention to
Bro.
it. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Bro,
Andy Black is actually going to be in Birmingham for Comic-Con at Iron City.
my question is who? I mean, even if Tillian's not with Dance Gavin Dance anymore, who's gonna sing the
That's
songs
what
that
that's
have him
what
in
we
there?
were. Yeah, that's
'Cause
what
you-
we were
I mean,
talking about.
You can sing it if you want. Like, you can have the other screamo dude. I can't remember his name. You can have him sing, but it's not the same. It's not Tillian's
it's not.
voice.
It's not going to be the same, which
Tillian
is
is
going to
special.
be disappointing because I never got to see him play. But they stayed together, and they're apparently on tour with Falling in Reverse.
Okay, so it's gonna happen. Got it. We're going regardless,
I'm
guys.
I'm
but
actually really excited because I really love the popular Monster album that
Mm-hmm.
they're doing. This is the second tour that they've done with that album. But Nathan James and then Jairus Johnson, Tech Nine is going to be there because he has a song with Falling in Reverse, which everyone was like, Tech Nine's going to be at the Falling in Reverse. What the hell? He's a rapper. And I'm like, yeah, but he's in the song. So... But Black Veil Brides, and then Dance Gavin Dance, and then Falling in Reverse.
wow, y'all.
And it doesn't say Alex Terrible is there, but he has literally been at the other concerts. So I would be very surprised if he wasn't there.
That blows
The merch is
my
crazy.
mind.
Cancel culture. He has a song. I'll play it for you. He has a song talking about the cancel culture. But yeah, the merch is sick, and I'm looking forward to it.
We're gonna go regardless, guys. But appreciate it. We would definitely appreciate it if we had some little extra help.
Yeah, it would be.
It
It would
would-
help us out a lot,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm not being like, oh my god, I'm so big. People buy me stuff for my birthday, but the past 2 years, people have asked like, what I would do for what I want for my birthday, Christmas too. So like, if you balling on a budget, and since September and December are very close, like I don't expect things from you guys. So
That could be a Christmas present, dude.
yeah.
Like a Christmas birthday present.
An early,
Like, it
yeah.
don't matter, yeah.
I don't care. Like and if you don't donate, that's fine. I'm not gonna be upset.
It doesn't have to be money for tickets. If you want to donate money,
You
or
can-
donate at all, like for her stream
Yeah.
overall.
Yeah, I
mean,
use all the money that I make on Twitch for Twitch.
Mhm.
So all my streaming stuff, and then of course I use the same equipment for the podcast. So
yeah, it goes
you
back
guys,
into it.
yeah, if you guys are wanting to do any kind of like support, then that's a good way to support.
Yeah.
Subscriptions, donations, bits. Yes, I don't keep a wish list up for Amazon because I don't want my address out there, and I don't have a PO box. You know.
Hate for people to pop up at your crib.
Ugh. No offense, guys. But yeah. Anything else that you want to talk about? Anything weird? I'm sure you always have a weird debate for me. If she says no, I'll just edit it out. But this is wild. She messaged the other day while I was at work, and she said that her husband's job, he's a construction worker, a crane, like one of the big cranes, fell and hit the metal framing of a building and flung people like all over the place. They had a rescue crew out there trying to find people in the rubble. Her husband was okay, thankfully. You're looking at me the same way that I looked at my phone. It's not funny. I'm laughing because I laugh when I'm
Are the
uncomfortable.
people okay?
They think that someone passed, but I didn't hear anything else after that because we kind of just like, I hope your husband's okay, and I hope, I hate all the families are going through that, but it really got me thinking, man. Like most of the jobs that we work are dangerous.
Oh yeah, I mean
Most of them. I mean, shit, we got people at our work that freaking slip, fall, and break their ankles, break their legs. They've broke wrists. We've had girls hit their heads.
Mm-hmm.
We've had dogs attack us. Yeah, and cats. I had a cat latch onto my neck that day.
I literally fell yesterday and busted my knee because this one actually right here, it's a little sore, but it was literally a wet floor in the back.
That's happened
and a
to
dog
me.
was pulling me, and as I was trying to redirect him, he yanks me, and I go down, and on that knee, and it's a hard floor. It's cement. It hurt. And all I saw was red because I was pissed, and I was like, "This dog about killed me."
Yeah, at my first kennel job, one of the dogs that we had as a blood donor, he was a feral dog. That is very rare to find. A feral dog that literally has been contained and been with people for years, but still acts like a deer. Every time you come up to him, he just like scatters. He will let pet him. So, we would just open the door, let him out. He would go outside. He wasn't bad with other dogs. He wasn't mean. He was just like a deer in the headlights all the time.
Yeah.
But we let him back in, and he's a little pit mix, and he was tan colored, very similar to a deer, and he spazzed out because I was trying to like bend down and pick up another dog, and he freaked out and knocked my legs out from under me, and my knees hit that concrete floor. I thought that I shattered my kneecap. I had to sit there on the ground for a minute because I don't cry over pain very often, but man, that brought some tears to my eyes. I was sitting on the floor like, oh my God, I'm going to have to go to the doctor. I mean, it was rough. But in construction work, I mean, the possibilities are endless with things that can happen.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're operating if you're controlling the cranes, you are literally one person controlling this big ass equipment that carries, I'm talking tons and tons of like material that you would need to build something, I would guess.
Yeah.
And if you screw up, I mean, like, if you miss up by, like, slightly fuck up, I mean, it can result in someone dying, getting hurt, getting sued.
You dying?
Yeah, you dying.
You could flip. Like, some of these
cranes in New York that are on the buildings, bro, that are sitting on buildings.
Those are terrifying.
That's scary. Like, gosh, that
even
scares me.
even something as simple as like a backhoe, like the big tractor with the scoop thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so those, I mean, they're unstable. They're not perfect because you're lifting like weight and you have a very tiny base. Yeah. And I actually knew someone that was trying to remove a stump out of their yard, and they flipped the tractor. The tractor landed on them and killed them. And I had only known her for like a week. She was my softball coach when I was growing up. Mind blown. I was in the 6th grade, and she was a neighbor of my cousin's. And after school every day, my aunt would come pick me up because my dad was a truck driver and my stepmom worked pretty late into the afternoon. And my aunt was a stay-at-home mom, so she would pick up all the kids. And she came to get us, and she told me that my coach had passed away. Because, I mean, she lived right next door.
That's crazy, bro.
And, yeah, they were... Yeah, she was just trying to remove a stump in her yard, and it tightened, and the tractor started going backwards, and she wasn't able to get out. It just... Crazy. She was young, too.
That sucks. That is not a way someone should die. I wish people, when they pass peacefully, no pain. But unfortunately, life's unfair, and
I think hers was instantaneous.
I hope so. I would hope it was instantaneous, so she didn't feel the pain.
Yeah.
because I hate
It's
that for her
awful.
being crushed like that. Like goodness, but topic for debate, buddy. Do you think now? Let's say like these were real, in real life, if a superhero was real. Let's say Superman was real, for example. Superheroes should be responsible for the damages they cause. Meaning, in the city, if they fight somebody and they destroy a building, or like you know how in them action.
I think he needs to go potty. We'll finish this, and then I'll take you out.
You know how in like Marvel movies, for example, like Avengers, like that when that those damages, they should be financially responsible for damages.
My thing is that they're not making money from being a superhero.
Correct.
What I do think should be a thing is that if the superhero is saving the city, if say they're just a superhero for the city, they're not a superhero over the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they should be a government employee if they're
protecting the world.
they're protecting their city or town or state or whatever. And if they are protecting the world, then they should be a government employee of, like, you know, well, if they're protecting the world, then they would have to be government for like the entire world.
Oh yeah, the whole world would have to be on the same agreement. Of
leave and that would never happen. That would never happen.
Yeah.
but I feel like the government should be a government thing. It would be like a police officer doing a chase and, I don't know, hitting someone's mailbox and doing damage to their property. The government would have to pay for that. And so I don't think that the individual should be held responsible. I don't think the individual superhero should be held responsible for the damages that happen when they're protecting the town or the city or whatever. I think the government should be held responsible. Yeah. Now, if they're not in agreement, because there are some superheroes that aren't exactly trying to do good for they're just doing good for them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. For example, Deadpool was not originally protecting people. He was protecting himself. He was going after a bad guy. Yeah. He was protecting others, his wife. But he was he was going after them because he ruined his life. Yeah. He did a lot of damage. And he was not held responsible for any of that.
Yeah. like X-Men, every superhero mutant organization has never had to. Now, I don't know if they've ever they don't include it in the movies or anything, but like donating money, they could always donate money to the city or the wherever they need to take the money to help, but I don't think they should have to do it, because if you really think about it, would you rather be dead, or would you rather have damages to your city that can be fixed? It can be fixed. It's going to take time.
Your taxes are going to go up.
Your taxes, yes. Your taxes are going to go up, but you're still alive. You were protected by Iron Man and everybody else in the Avengers or whoever, Deadpool. You were safe overall. And I don't think it was their mission anyway to destroy, to have things be destroyed.
Yeah, no.
That wasn't their idea. They can't help that. And also, not necessarily their fault anyway. They were villains that destroyed stuff too. So if anything, they should be responsible too.
Yeah, they should work their time in prison and work their damages off.
Exactly. But I do not think that, I mean, hell, even in the first Spider-Man, Tom Holland, Homecoming, literally the beginning of the movie, it talks about how they had damage control come in. That's literally a thing in there that they go and they clean up messes that superheroes have made. Mm-hmm. So that's a thing in the movies. So, I mean, they exist, and I mean, they're getting paid. They're getting paid to clean up the mess. So somebody's being paid to do it regardless.
Yeah.
So you have damage control that comes in and cleans it up, and then you have somebody come in and remodel it, fix it up, whatever. I don't know. I think it's I do agree with you though. I don't think superheroes should be responsible.
I think
they're saving your life.
It's the government's problem.
Unfortunately, our taxes go up, but at least we're still alive. I'd rather be alive, honestly, and pay higher taxes than be dead.
I'm just glad there aren't mutant creatures out there, or I can't say that, trying to non-alive us.
Yeah, I do kind of wish we had an Avengers or something, a Spider-Man. I don't know. I'd be cool to have it would be cool to have a superhero, real superhero.
Who was it? There in the beginning, superheroes did kind of just do police work, where they just kind of, someone snatched my purse, and they did random stuff like that, and then the mutants came out. Yeah, then the mutants came to play.
I think well, that went out the window. Never mind. Definitely. Oh wait, I mean technically we did. I mean technically there could be, like, if you had a superhero like Kick-Ass, he didn't have any powers.
Yeah.
He didn't have any powers, and if somebody tries to say he did, he did not. Nobody had powers in that movie. They were all just they had good combat skills.
Mm-hmm.
Not a single person had actual superpowers. Those are technically superheroes and villains. And
technically, Deadpool's only superpower was that he could regrow limbs.
Yeah, he's immortal.
Yeah, he's immortal.
That's his power. He can't die unless, like, I mean, even if you chop his head off.
He took a knife to the head.
Yeah, I mean, he literally was split in half. Someone literally yanked him in half.
Someone put a rebar pole through his chest.
Yeah.
And then bent it where he couldn't get out.
He cannot die.
He's taking bullets.
Chop his head off and it'll grow back.
Yeah, his body will grow back.
His body will literally grow back. It's in the movies. His head was not separated. It was not separated, but half his body was gone and it grew back, bottom down, like.
Yeah.
So he
cut his own hand
off. He's
off.
A plant. He's basically a plant. He's a
lizard.
Plant. He's a lizard, yeah. He's a lizard. But I think his powers are cool. And, I mean, honestly, it's crazy that's his only power. But he knows, like, skills, like combat skills.
Yeah, he's got combat skills.
You know, things like that.
Because he was in the army.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the...
He was in some... I think he was in, like, the CIA. Or he was in some kind of, like...
Yeah.
Government-controlled...
Don't come after me, I don't remember.
But I think that Deadpool should be real. Also, that movie's coming out. Deadpool.
I know.
Deadpool 3.
Dylan really wants to see it. We should all go together. He really wants to see it.
I want to see it. I think it'll be great. You got my boy up in there with Wolverine, bro. Wolverine. So it's happening, y'all.
All right. Well, I gotta take the little turd head out. Let us know in the comments if you think that superheroes should be held responsible for the damages done when they're trying to protect their city. Yeah. I'm just gonna say city.
And why? Like,
why?
Back it up.
Yeah, back it up. We'll go over it in the next episode.
Yeah.
And also, if you have anything else that you would like us to debate or cover, we can do that as well. This was just kind of a welcome back video. It wasn't super planned, so we'll have something better planned next time. We might not do videos every week.
Yeah.
Because that's a little excessive. We might do them like once a month. That might be a little... Or if we get frisky and you know... I mean,
once or twice a month.
We can always... we can record however much we want. It just depends on how much I can put out. That's right. What matters.
She's got other stuff besides this podcast going on right now that... I'm not saying this is like... the least like important one, but I mean she's got other stuff she's got to take care of, and I got a life, she's got a life.
Yeah, so recording is nothing. It's the editing and posting.
That's what time comes in right there.
Yeah, it does. Because we could record for an hour and a half, and then I have like 3 hours of editing to do. So, but that is all for this episode. Don't forget to check out the Discord. Join the Discord. There is a Not a Weird Podcast section in the Discord for recommendations on things that we should cover or debate topics or would you rathers or whatever. whatever your heart desires, put it in there. We'll go over it. We've read every one that we've had. We also, that's just where we can all communicate and talk and get to know each other. That's where you'll see her go live on Twitch. You'll see my lives on Twitch. You'll get updates on when the videos post on YouTube. All of the notifications are in that Discord. So we will link the Discord in the description of this video. We hope everybody enjoyed. We're glad to be back. We will do this more often, we promise.
Thank you guys for being patient. And if you are still here, even after 3-4 month break that we had,
Yeah, it's been a while.
appreciate you. Love you.